was coming from Allen, Texas, man. Ran into some traffic, man. It was really an adventurous drive here today, but
So what time did your day actually start this morning?
oh my gosh, I was prepping for this at about 6:30 this morning. It took me every bit of an hour to get here, but again, it's well worth the time. How about yourself?
I started at, I normally get up between 4:30 and 5.
Wow, wow.
The older you get, the earlier you get up, I assure you. And so my day started between 4:30 and 5 this morning.
Oh
Got
my
a
God.
workout in, and a little breakfast, and I'm here.
And that's what it's,
Second meeting this morning.
that's what it takes to be to reach those levels. So Senator West, again, this program has been in existence for over 3 decades. Take us back to what was the original vision? What did you want to see come from this comprehensive internship program, and how do you think it's gone so far?
I think that, let me start at the end. I think it's going exceptionally well. I really appreciate UNT Dallas taking the administrative role through Dr. Hodge, through President Essenbach, and the staff over at UNT Dallas, to make certain that all students, regardless of what college you come from, have an opportunity to be involved in the program. And we've been doing it over 3 decades, where's the Warner Bart? That's over Warner Bart. Warner Bart is my chief of staff. We've probably had over 3,500 internship opportunities for students in Senate District 23, and not only Senate District 23, but they get priority, but all students involved in the program. Thank you, UT Southwestern, for making certain that we are able to come to this facility. Realistically, not over the last couple of years, I think, how many? 15, 20, 15, over the last 15 years, we've had this particular orientation here at UT Southwestern, so we really appreciate the partnership.
Awesome, awesome. Now, as you look at all these young people who are in the room and who are part of this awesome program, what, in your mind, is the most important thing that should and will come from being a part of a program such as the Conrad program?
First thing, I'm not going to point out people here in the audience, but I've been knowing some of these bright students ever since they were babies. Okay? Some of them have actually sat in the chair on the Senate floor, and with the recognition that one day they may very well end up sitting in that seat. Some of them I've had the opportunity of working with their parents in my law firm, and just kind of throughout the years I've seen some of these young people just kind of blossom. And that's what it's all about, making certain that I, as a senator for Senate District 23, that I'm responsive to the needs of students with the recognition that some of the experiences that I've had early in life, in terms of getting the experience necessary to be able to knock on the door, produce a resume that show that, yes, I have the education, but also have the experience, some experience necessary in order to do a good job for the potential employee.
Awesome. I know Senator Conrad, I graduated from Mississippi State University. I played SEC football, and I always had all these goals and all these plans, but I really didn't know what to do. I always had the dream, but I didn't know quite how to make it all come into fruition. And I got an internship, and with an internship came a mentor to help take that goal and come up with a plan, apply it, put it into action, and since then I've been fortunate enough to go on and do some good things.
And that's a point right there. You just heard Desmond say, getting the internship, getting a mentor.
Yeah.
You need to underline that. Getting a mentor. You need to worry the hell out of them, okay? Because they will be your best friend. Stay in contact with them. Let them know what you're doing. Ask them questions. There'll be questions that you have that you may think they're dumb questions. No, they're not. The dumb question is the one that you don't ask. Okay, so you gotta make certain that you do what you're supposed to do as part of the internship. The questions that you have, you need to make certain that you ask your mentor. And they may not have the answer, but they may very well be able to direct you into where you should be able to get the answer.
Senator West, can you turn back the hands of time and take us to your first internship, and how did that go, some of the lessons learned?
Well, the reality is that I didn't have an internship. played football at UT Arlington when we had a football program.
Okay.
I was a wide receiver. Now I'm just wide.
It happens.
But what I did have, let me just kind of give you the path that I've traveled. I started off as a graduate of Wilmer Hutchins High School here in Dallas, and then attended the University of Texas at Arlington. On my way, I was at Parrish Junior College for a semester, and then went to UT Arlington and played football. After a couple of years of playing football, I recognized that football was not my #1 priority, but my classroom activity was. And so I majored in sociology. I majored in history, then sociology. I got involved in my junior year. I quit playing football and went to my coach and told him I would not be returning for my junior year of football. And what he told me, he said, "You'll never be nothing." And I said, "You're right, I'll never be nothing." And he had some choice words in terms of me leaving out of there. And then I became president of the student body in UT Arlington. I became president of the student body. And I took the responsibility seriously.
Yes.
And being the president of the student body, we had an advisor, a staff advisor, a faculty advisor. And so I was able to kind of hook up with him, kind of be able to ask questions of him, and be able to get answers to some of the questions that I had as a young man growing up. You gotta understand that back then, my hair was like this, okay? Have y'all seen any of your parents or your grandparents with the hair like that?
Yeah.
That's called an afro, right? Okay. And so that's what I would go around the campus with my afro on sometimes. And we have pictures of it somewhere around here. But we got involved in student government, and that helped me tremendously to kind of get opportunities to visit with leaders at the university.
Right.
And be able to sit down and visit with them about different opportunities and questions.
Awesome, awesome. With that being said, Senator West, how can alumni, current students, and partners ensure that this program continues to make a significant impact on future generations and young people who are for years to come?
You know, what you gotta understand is that by design, we have tried to put in place I guess you could say a continuity plan, okay? It was my goal to make certain that the alumni took ownership of this program, frankly. That's what happened. You got Kelly, second year, and she's not the first person that's been involved in this particular program that's taken responsibility. You see Geraldo up there, and he's taking responsibility. But what you don't know is that Dr. Sabrina Hodge, who's sitting right here, is a former Conrad intern. Okay? And she is kind of over this program. And so by having the infrastructure in place and supporting the infrastructure with the resources necessary, we'll be able to make certain that the program will last in perpetuity. And in addition, we have alum that some of them may very well be here today. Yeah.
Yep. And any alum, can you raise your hands?
Alums.
All right.
And you'll see other alum coming here today, and throughout your internship, we have alum very involved in this particular program, and that's again by design, because we want them to share their experiences with you and also mentor you as a part of this particular program.
Wow, it's a blessing, guys, to have those type of resources like right within touch that you can rely on, that you can talk to, get that advice. I know growing up in a small town in Mississippi, I did not have those resources, and I just had to figure a lot of it out, you know. Fortunately, I had coaches that were invested in me. They saw something more than just an athlete, and they were able to pour into me. I was able to use that and find some direction. And after that, I went on to Rapid City, South Dakota. I was the first ever African American to be in front of a camera in that market, which is something that I'm super proud of. So guys, I urge you, I challenge you to reach out to some of these people who they've been in your shoes, they've walked that walk, and it's up to you guys. You have a blueprint, you have